Well, we all know about Kia of Korea. They've had some terrible financial problems lately. It seems the Korean government have bailed them out and have given them a financial hand. It would be nice if the British government did that for Rolls-Royce, wouldn't it? But I digress. Of course, we all know that Kia are famous for their small cars like the Little Pride, the Mentor, the Sportage. What about this? The new luxury limo from Kia. It obviously is designed to compete with things like the Jaguar, Mercedes, BMW. And I've got to say, it's a very, very plush, comfortable, refined car too. It's got a 3.6 litre V6 engine. It's called the Enterprise. A little bit tacky, I'd say, particularly this horrible gold here on the badge on the bonnet. But it's not really the outside of this car that should interest you. It's what's going on the inside. This is the ultimate car, and I mean the ultimate car for the chauffeur-driven company executive, company chairman. The fact that the thing is called the Enterprise CEO, Chief Executive Officer maybe, I think that says it all. It's the sort of car that, you know, well, even prime ministers and presidents might want to travel in. Now, you might think that's a bit over the top because surely they'd want us to travel in the style of a Mercedes or Jaguar, but it's not so much the name of this car or the technical abilities of the car, it's the creature comforts. For example, we have here a little, what looks like just a simple armrest. Of course, your mobile phone goes in there. Got a socket there where you can plug your mobile phone in, all sorts of air conditioning controls down here. But most important of all, we've got seat adjustments here. We've got a temperature control, we've got vent control, we've got a little digital readout telling us what radio station we're listening to. We've got an on-off switch, so if your chauffeur's got something on the radio you don't like, you can actually just switch the thing off or change it. You can even watch the television from back here. As I'm sitting here, although the TV is right there in the center console, I can see it quite clearly. But this is the best bit. This seat, apart from being fully adjustable so you can adjust the rake and all sorts of other things on the seat, actually has a built-in vibration system which gives you a back massage as you're driving along. There's also these lovely little lights up here, so if you're reading or whatever on your way home from the board meeting or the government meeting, you've got everything you need. Of course, the obligatory drinks holders there for the G&T on the way home. Who needs a Rolls Royce? But how about that? There can't be another car in the world that offers a hole in the passenger seat, the front passenger seat, where the rear seat passenger, the most important rear seat passenger, can put his feet through. It's got this nice leg rest here, so you've got some sort of lumbar support. You've got your vibrating seat for your butt, and I've got to tell you, this must be the most comfortable ride in the world. No, but quite seriously, I won't pretend for a minute that this car is more stylish, has more cachet or class than something like a Jaguar, a Mercedes or a BMW. But you have to say, after a hard day in the boardroom or in the government cabinet office, travelling home in a car like this would be just about the best experience you could imagine. There can't be another car in the world that's as luxurious as this from where I'm sitting. Excuse me, just get that. Oh, hello, Mr. Blair. Yeah, I'll be round to Downing Street in about 5 minutes. Yeah, put the kettle on, Tone. Yeah, cheers. Get a move on, driver. Well, that's what happens when you start up the 3.6 litre V6 engine Kia Enterprise. More like Starship Enterprise, I think. The steering wheel comes back to the normal position, your seat comes back to the normal position. They move when you turn the engine off, they reset themselves to the proper position when you resume in the car. What happens when somebody else sits in the car is another matter, but it's clever stuff. Not particularly new or innovative because other cars have that feature, but interesting it's on here, along with all sorts of other bells and whistles. Oh, here's another interesting thing. It won't work for us now and I don't want to try it for obvious reasons, but if you get too close to the car in front while you're parking, you'll hear a sort of beep, beep, beep sound. If you get much too close to the car in front as you're parking, you'll hear a sort of louder beep, 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 beep sound. And if you get too close to the car in front, you hear a sound. So the idea is that you take notice of the first slow, gentle beep and you park accordingly. We've got a digital dashboard here and a digital rev counter, and I'm not crazy about those things normally. Weird though that they've gone all high tech when it comes to the instrumentation, and when it comes to the little clock in the centre of the dashboard, they've gone for a good old-fashioned brass and tacky orange sort of device that my grandmother might have on her mantelpiece. Just listen. You can't hear much, can you? That's because this car is one of the most refined cars on the market. And when I say on the market, it's of course not on the market in Britain at the moment. In fact, it's probably going to be the next generation Enterprise that will go on sale here. And I personally can't wait. And I've got to say, you know, I'm sitting here with the heated seat, with radio controls here on the steering boss. I've got also heating controls here on the steering wheel as well. I've got my telly, CD player, no problems there, that will come on for me if I had the volume on. AM radio, FM radio, call box up there. What else is there? We've got the suspension setting here. You can have a soft ride, a hard ride. Let's turn that damn thing off. I suppose the key thing for this car is price. If it intends to come in and be the same price as a Jag or a BMW, it doesn't stand a chance because it doesn't have the cachet, and quite frankly it's not as good looking as a BMW or a Jaguar. But if they price it right, and I mean that means substantially cheaper than a Jag or a BMW, I think they might just get away with it.